Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In case you have missed the last video, do have a look. I have explained everything about what we will be doing in a six-part series. For now, let me just give you a brief. I'll be posting six videos in which we'll be painting a mini painting within 10 to 15 minutes. All you have to do is grab all your materials for the video. You will basically need watercolor, a 2.5 by 2.5 inch square watercolor paper, few round brushes, pencil, eraser, rough cloth, and 2 jars of water. Alright, so let's get started. I'll just take my spray bottle and spray the water on all of my colors so that whenever we will start painting, all of my colors would be reactivated and it would be easier for me to lift off the paint from my brush. Alright, so let's get started. I will post the final picture of the painting what we'll be doing today on the right hand corner so that you'll know what we are sketching out. So we'll be painting a beautiful cottage on the center of the paper, and surrounding that we will do a huge bushes around that, right? In case you have not subscribed to my channel, then do that so that you don't miss out on all the amazing videos I post every week just for you guys. All right, so yeah, let's get back to the painting. So the idea behind this class was very simple. I get a lot of DMs asking me or telling me that they really want to paint but they don't have a lot of time in their daily life because they are busy with their jobs or some or the other work that they find it very hard to paint. So I thought I'll create some small mini paintings in which you don't have to think about the subject of what you'll be painting, or you don't have to think about the color combination, anything. All you have to do is take a small piece of paper and paint along with me. Simple, right? And the best part is it just takes 10 minutes or max 15 minutes of your time to paint the whole painting, which is not a lot when you think about it. Plus, you will be so happy by the end of the day that you painted something which is so beautiful and relaxing. Alright, so yeah, let's get to the painting part. So, I've already painted the sky with a very light wash of blue, and while that was drying, I started painting the foreground part. I started with a very light wash of yellow, and then I'm slowly starting to add a bit of depth by adding a little bit of darker yellow color on top of it, and lastly I will add a little bit of green at the bottom to make it look like there's green grasses on the land area. Switch to your smaller brush if you are doing tiny details. Right now, while the paint is drying, let's create the grasses with this scratching technique. So yeah, I'm just taking the tube and I'll use the one end of the tube to paint the grasses. All you have to do is, while the paper is still wet, just move your tube in a upward direction and you will see that it will create the effect of grass on the paper. Remember to do it while the paper is still semi wet. It won't happen if the area is very wet, so let it dry a little bit and then you can do that. You see how beautiful and natural looking grasses we got without creating those tiny brush strokes with the brushes. All right, so yeah, now I'm taking the red color, bright red color from my palette, and I'll be painting small tiny flowers on the foreground part. And once that is done, we will start painting the bushes behind our cottage. And we will start with the very light value of green color, and then slowly I will keep on changing the greens so that it will create a little bit of depth and dimension on those huge bush behind our cottage. Remember to switch your brushes according to your needs. Like if you're working on a smaller subject or you're working on a smaller part of your painting, switch to your smaller brush. Whereas if you are painting the foreground yellow part of the painting or the sky, you can switch to your larger brush size 2 or 4, however you are comfortable doing it. As we are anyways painting on small paper, you won't need a brush more than size 6. All right. Yeah. So yeah, let's first complete the bushes. Also, I just forgot to tell you that just check the description box before you leave. I have mentioned all the materials which we have used for the painting. Along with that, I've also shared few discount codes of some brands which I have, so that in case you want to purchase, you will save a little bit of money doing that. All right. Yeah. So while the color of our background bush is still wet, I will start adding a little bit of darker color so that it gets blended, plus it will look a little bit more beautiful. Then we will start painting the roof of the houses, and along with that I will also add a little bit of brown and red color on our bush to make it look like there are some of the bushes which are a bit dried. Do let me know if you are enjoying this series, and if you are painting along with me, then don't forget to post it on Instagram, and my handle is at the rate artistryagada. Along with that, I will also mention all my social media links in the description box below, so that you can always contact me if you have any kind of doubts. And I really cannot wait to see your work. So do post it if you are painting along with me, and do tag me so that I can watch and reshare your work. So we are almost done with our painting, but before we complete it, let's paint the roof of our cottage. So I'll be using brown color to paint the roof. You can use the browns, or you can even use the pop of red color to do that. And then once the roof are completely dry, we will paint the body of a house with a very light yellow ochre color. To make any color lighter in watercolors, all you need to do is add a lot of water to it, and automatically the color would get lighter. No need to add any kind of white to your paints. So here I'm just adding a lot of water to my yellow ochre to make it lighter, and I will paint a very light wash of that color on the bottom part of our cottage. Once everything is completely dried, let's add all the tiny little details. Let's start by adding the doors and the windows of the house. Again, if you're not comfortable doing it with your brush, you can always do these details with your pen, because I understand we are working with a very small paper and it does need a lot of control with your brush and hand. So yeah, but again, you can always try and experiment and learn. So I would highly recommend you to do it with your brush. All right, so take a very small brush, maybe size 0 or size 1, and just lift your brush and hold it at almost 80 to 90-degree angle, so that you are just using the tip of your brush to paint those details, and it would be that difficult to do that. All right, so yeah, here I just added the doors and the windows, and then I'm adding few more flowers in the foreground part, and I also added a little bit of white flowers using the white gouache. And lastly, with the same brush, I will also add few stems of those flowers with the brush using the green color. And we are done. I'm so happy with how bright and beautiful our painting is looking. So I hope you enjoyed it too. Once everything is dried, we will peel off the masking tape which is around it at an angle which is away from the paper, so that we don't end up tearing it. Right? It's your time to paint. Remember, nothing has to be perfect. All you have to do is try, experiment, and enjoy. Alright, so go paint this small mini landscape, and I'll see you guys really soon in the next video with the another small painting really soon. Bye.